We talked in the last video about doing the right thing, but I want to explore that subject just a little bit more in the context of what normal people call gut instinct. Am I following my gut instinct? Or am I listening to and being impressed by the herd-like thinking of normal people? All really highly successful business people say that their best business decisions were those that were made on gut instinct. The problem is, how do we know what is gut instinct on the one hand, and on the other hand, what passes for gut instinct but is in fact conventional wisdom? Let me give you a simple example. A few years back, a number of bankers in the United States decided that really and truly the best thing to do would be to start dealing in securitized mortgages, packaging up mortgages and selling them around the world to different financial institutions and making a lot of money in the process. It became conventional wisdom, and the whole financial system of the developed world, and indeed parts of the developing world, became involved in a game that had nothing to do with the reality of doing business as it should be done. We all know the consequences with the collapse of, for example, Lehman Brothers, the near collapse of the financial system in Europe, the banking system in Ireland. You know, the list is almost endless. People thought they were following their gut instinct. People thought that they were doing the right thing. But actually what they were doing was looking at what other people were doing and saying, I'll have a bit of that. Now, it's nearly 70 years research in the field of psychology that says, if you join all the pieces together, that normal people are absolutely crazy. We've already explored in one of the earlier videos how your subconscious mind runs your life, not the other way around. You don't control your subconscious mind. We have already explored the extent to which we pay no attention to what is going on and try to make sense of reality based on stuff that we learned in the first 36 months of our lives. If a load of people are doing one thing, the chances are that that is the wrong thing, because they're mad. A lot of people have said to me over the years, oh, I got into this particular business because I saw a load of other people being successful in that business and it felt like the right thing to do. No, they were influenced by the success that they thought other people were having. Gut instinct comes from way out there. Gut instinct is recognizable because it is abnormal. It is very often off the wall. Gut instinct is something that the normal person, using his normal mental faculties, would never ever consider. I'll give you an example of how bizarre gut instinct can be. Many years ago, a guy called Bianconi decided that the world would be a better place if you could send radio messages through the air without any wires. Now, to all his friends, to all the normal people he hung around with at the time, that was an absolutely outrageous and crazy idea. And yet here we are, a century or whatever later, with satellites spinning around the Earth, using messages that come through the air for things as simple as driving from A to B, GPS systems. Things as simple as ordering your pizza or booking your parking space using your mobile phone. The list is endless, and our modern life simply wouldn't be the way it is without somebody responding to his own gut instinct against the advice of all the normal people that he hung out with. You need to develop your ability to listen to your gut instinct, because your gut instinct will lead you to places where you really want to be. Will develop your ability to do just the right thing and bring about the kind of happiness that you actually want. We're not talking about world-changing inventions here. We're talking about knowing just what the right thing is for you to do today. Knowing what the big projects should be in your life, and not being influenced by all the nonsense that is going on around you that passes for success, that passes for conventional wisdom. By the way, those two words don't go together, conventional wisdom. There is no such thing, because conventional, normal people cannot be wise because they're using such a tiny proportion of their mind. They're using such a tiny proportion of their energy and their intellect. Now, as these videos progress, I may well come back to the whole concept of gut instinct, because one of the big problems with gut instinct is that because we are so programmed by what is going on around us, so surrounded by other normal people, that very often it is difficult to distinguish gut instinct from this so-called conventional wisdom. And unfortunately, as a result, very often you only discover how to listen to your own gut instinct, truly, through trial and error. No omelette was ever made without breaking eggs, and you have to be prepared to fall on your face, indeed as we do every day, to actually get to where you want to be in life. The only thing you need to do when you fall on your face is, unlike a lot of normal people, pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and start all over again. There you are. See you for the next video on focus.